Back to the channel, going a lot. Had some things to show you really fast. Quick updates and show you on the inventory, but Maria Mango still kicking off some more blooms over here. Still some more to hang in there. She's still showing some signs of some more life in there. Some nodes are starting to wake up. Some promising signs are looking. No, we're not just going to hang some fake ones out here for y'all. We've actually got some real ones in here this time. And in there, and there's no PM on there. All right, just so y'all, the ones that are going to grow it later on, no PM. 2 of them are holding right there. And you got another little panny up in there with 1. Beautiful blooms, just some small ones though. The other tree actually has some more. We're not done. We still got a few more just now sprouting up from the bottom. So it's temperatures all over the place. 1 minute it's 50, the next minute it's 85 or 90. It's pretty warm today. But she's still going off, folks. We're not done. Hang in there. Should be able to fruit some Marias this year here. God willing, right? There's one little one hanging in there, but I don't think that's going to hold. It's a huge mango, and I think it's just more training, but hang in there. We'll find out. I'm going to go ahead and give her a nice haircut as well, bringing her back more than likely down to here. So I will be making more trees with the budwood as well. No, it's not for sale. I will be only selling the trees, and that is much, much later. Got to do some R&D, folks, before I can go ahead and release it. Hopefully you guys are doing all right. I am open today, so see what we can. Come on, Kiwi. We'll see what we can go ahead and squeeze in today. I may have to leave here, but thanks for tuning in. We got mangoes. Uh-oh, all kinds of different varieties, folks. From buttercream to Valencia Pride, and a few in between. Showed you guys on the inventory, so check that video out. Orange sherbets are already sold out. Go figure, right? Let me grab this other stand over here. Oh, I got some bad news. I just was sitting there talking about it, and it happened. The inevitable, folks. It sucks, but we'll be very transparent. This is what I'm seeing. And this is my first sponsor. These bees. They seem to have left, or they're really hiding. I don't see where they're at. Either hole, usually they're down over here, but sometimes they'll pop in and out of there. I'm not seeing them. Kind of disappointed. I saw them swarming the other day. Made a quick little video on that, but no action lately. They didn't leave a note. They didn't say anything. They said they'll be back, and you know, they're gonna go be around the corner for a little bit, but I don't know. Hopefully they return, because man, I need some pollinators over here. Oh, let me zoom back out, folks. Sorry. But we got some things popping over here in the propagation tent. Some winners, some not so much. Uh-oh, I think I got kicked off or something. Might be the Wi-Fi. I went ahead and switched off. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Hello, hello. Well, anyways, we got some cool things to show real quick. Now that we're here, working on some gin berries, little seedlings, little fruit that tastes just like gin. It's pretty cool. Brings me back to the old days. Not anymore, folks. Some of these are still cooking over here. I will say that I do have 1 or 2 of these multi-grafts that are ready. This one's showing already that it's cooking right there. It is the Thai dwarf, already with the berry in tow. I am excited about one of my first grafts for Jabos. That one right there, that is a white Jabo that was donated. What's up? Blessings your way, sir. A white Jabo that I grafted onto Sabara rootstock. Nothing on this one just yet. But this one, yay. And And I will say this, as far as the wood goes, and don't sit there and say, oh, it's because of this or that. This or that. No. Honestly, the Jabo wood is very tough. So in my opinion, it was honestly easier grafting that than anything else that I've grafted. Here's because of the toughness of the wood, right? I think the worst one, the hardest one so far is mulberry, because the inside is like a sponge. Right, here's another white Jabo that I did, and she's putting on some new growth right there. This one, we're still waiting on, but it's still looking green. Everything is still fine, just some pop faster than others, just like y'all. Thanks for hanging with me, y'all. It is Friday. What are we talking about? I know. I can squeeze in some time here. We're going to do the finale. The finale of Mulberry Mashup 2025. But dude, this new growth is just stunner, man. I thought these leaves were going to stay like smaller, you know? And then this one comes out and I'm like, whoa, this is possible? That is like $half size. Like, it's going to get very interesting. Anyways, we got Mulberry Mashup 2025 is coming to an end. I will say that today, still got some baby mangoes hanging. You know, Pickering is going to hold a few. Let's see how much time we have. But I will say that yesterday, some of these white mulberries were taken for research, and the people that actually were able to eat them did also state that, yes, they are very sweet. They confirmed what I told you, right? Yes, very sweet, very nice. Let's see if we can get one. That way we can juice it live, just for you folks. We got the Brix meter in tow. Problem is, they're tiny. There's not a bunch of them. And you have to find them when they're almost pink. Oh, right here, look. Aha! Just like that. Boom. Let me see if I can find another one on the other side. Hang with me. This may take a minute. Why is it here way in the middle? Well, I put all kinds of stuff around it. All these beautiful mangoes. And now it's tough to get to. I may have to crawl underneath, but let me see, without breaking any limbs or knocking over any baby mangoes over here. I may just have to juice this one and keep it moving, folks. Again, not a ton of fruit on here, okay? They are white with a little bit of a tinge. We're gonna rock this one. There's not many. I think because, oh man, we had some people yesterday. These people came in here. They said that they were starving. They never had mulberries before. And they even ate the leaves, man. They ate no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, there's not too many that are really left. So we're going to milk this one. We're going to, whoa, there's a better one right here. All right, so here's what we got today. For you non-believers. These are real berries picked right from here. No, I didn't have them in my pocket before. All right. I know you already brought them from inside and sprinkled some sugar on them. No, I did not. Promise you. They're right here. All right, we're going to do this again. Dun, dun, dun. And hurry up, clown. I know. Got stuff all over the place. Beautiful weather wherever. Hopefully you guys are feeling the same thing wherever you're at, because this is gorgeous weather right now. All right, we got the Brix meter. It's on. Let's get this show on the road here. All right, so first and foremost, out of the two, if we can get some sun on there. Of course, you go with that darker one, right? That's the sweeter one out of the two. Well, it depends on which way the sun was hitting it, right? But Mulberry Masters, what do you think? They look the same from that angle, but anyways, all right. Onwards, folks. We're going to start with the top one. My opinion, that one looks sweeter. May only give me 2 drops, but we'll take what we can get. May have to use 2. What's up, Kiwi? I got to be careful because she will eat it if I drop it. All right, so let's zero this bad boy out. And the drip drop shot. Here we go. Will we fill the receptacle? Not so much. Oh, man, you can see it dissolving in there. Sorry about the old footage over here, all grainy, sorry. I know, probably not the best, but listen, folks. This is the free version. You got to pay $49.99 and we will upgrade your life. All right, start. 14.8. Wah, 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 wah. You were expecting high 20s, so was I. Or mid, I think the last one was 23, so low 20s. Dang, 14.8. All right, 14.7, not bad. All right, little taste test. Sweet with a little bit of zip, a little bit, but it's straight pancake syrup. It's just, it's too sweet. I'm not that much of a sweet fan like that, but just for us and giggles, we're going to try this other one as well. Maybe this other one has a little bit more it factor, right? Let's see here. That goes in here, same deal. Zero this bad boy out. Let's try it again. The little droplets in there. And do you want to grow the white just for the sugar? I don't know. I mean, maybe it's beautiful to someone. It's just not a bunch of berries, right? You're not going to feed a ton, but if you got silkworms or something, maybe you're in the worming business. 15.4. There's a little bit better. Still not that Jordan 23 though, right? 15.4. 15.5. That ain't bad. Sweet, man. Woo-hoo. Not bad for the old white, right? 15. Not too shabby. What else we got? Who else is still in it? Now, we still go off the high one, right? We still go off the high record. We're going just for the sugar, right? Look at Shangri-La in all her glory out here. This one splays out. Long and lanky with dinner plate size leaves. Oh, sorry, I know you're getting a lot of glare. All right. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if I can't pull one. Zero this out. And yesterday, of course, we had some, oh, here's one right here. That's not too bad. Not the sweetest. There's a little tinge to it. May have to settle for that, though. Or, it's not the worst. We'll grab a few. We had some people that had some good representations of the fruit, which they do get pretty. There's a better one there. All right, that's a good one. We'll give that other one away there. Gotta share, folks. We gotta share, because once you taste it, then you know what it's all about. Like, oh, Shangri-La. Oh, once you taste the difference. All right, let's get you in the sun. Here's the contestants. Yeah, they all look the same. This one on the far left over here is the sweetest, or is the darkest, right? How do you know? Get you zoomed in. All right, we're going to test this one first, just in case. All right. Zero or out. Oh, all right. Let me transfer these over so I don't squeeze them in my hands as well. Plenty of juice on the Shangri-La. No lack of that. Juice is loose in that. Now, start button. 21. You saw it. Oh, blackjack. Are you serious? 21.8. It's settling now. You saw it. Can they all hit that same bricks, huh? Uh-oh. Almost 22. Look at that. Does this say that they're all, pretty close once you go ahead and you let them settle? Get in my belly. Let's see. Oh, that's the best juice right there. Well balanced. Well balanced. I don't know why I show you that empty. Like, yeah, proof I drank. No, I promise. Listen, well balanced. A little bit of acid, which is so surprising that it has that much bricks and it still had that balance, but very nice. This one doesn't give you a ton of berries, but she's gorgeous, man. This one, to me, wins for the beautiful one, right? If you trim her up, you prune her out, I'm letting her just get lanky. Both my trees are long and lanky over here, but you prune her up, you trim her up, you can probably, do whatever you want with it. But not a ton of berries in there. Still a younger tree, but honestly, I love the huge leaves in there. Great for composting, doing whatever you got to do, but those, we will be making more. What else we got? It's Rollinius flowering over here, which I am excited about. Hopefully we can get something working on that this year. Side note. Can they all, that is the other question. Do all of these mulberries, I didn't even try these other ones because they're not as dark. It don't even matter. Yeah, a little bit more acidic. Where are we at? So, all 2,000 people, thank you for tuning in on this beautiful Friday. What do we got here? Let's see. We got the Altamont Sweet, or probably an Everbearing of just some sort. Don't know the name. You know the name? Let me know. Small little berry, but, well, I'd say average, right, for a mulberry. Not super long, but somewhat sweet. Tree gives pretty good amount. Some of them can get pretty, well, this is a smaller representation. I see a larger one down there I should have grabbed. Anyways, onwards. Oh, did it turn off? All right. Let's see. Is she sweet? You call her sweet. How sweet is she? Right, hopefully we don't get a bad glare. Well, you got the life, sir. That sounds too nice on a Friday. Wish we all had it made like that. I'm over here slaving away the trees. Oh, yeah. Start a nursery, they say. You'll have all the freedom in the world. Oh, you will. Water them trees. Keep them fed. Y'all think this is about the money? Ooh, you know, sir. Oh, let's start this in no, ma'am. Hang on, start. Sorry, 21.6. You saw it right there. Ah. Glare, hang on, y'all. No edits, no edits. It's alive, of course. Of course, there's no edits. 21, man, that ain't bad at all. This is towards the end of the season. They're still kicking out berries, the old sip test. Much sweeter than the Shangri-La. Doesn't have that bite that I like. Some people like them, straight sugar, which not this guy. Let's see. For instance, I don't anymore, but one I did. I was an IPA dude, so I didn't chase those sugars. And for wine, it was more like a Cab Sav, so more the drier stuff. But straight sugars, it has to be balanced. So good berry. This is the one that I'm like, here, try it. It's not, I'm not going to hoard this one. You know what I mean? This one you share. This one's like, yay. This one, EQ'd for the year. Yep. Pakistan did absolutely nothing. EQ'd. I'm so sorry. Next year or else, lady. I'm saying it. Or else you'll be rehomed. And y'all, there'll be one for sale. We're out here in full sun, so let's see how much time we have before this old phone heats up. Let's wrap around and get you on one that, hey, look at her. Isn't she lovely? Look at this, man. Come on, man. I am not going to sing for you. I just gave you that one for free. I'm going to have to pay for that. Look at that. Oh, she's not done yet. She's not done. BP, are you with me? All my graphs, why not? Oh, some of the ones that I put in here, a little burrito, starting to cook in there. Here's what we're here for. The mulberry mash. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. Well-balanced acid in these berries, I'm telling you. So, this thing is full. Let me show you the tree first. That way you don't think that these are fake fruit or that I'm showing you something that doesn't exist. This thing is littered with berries. So is the floor. You know, you are not going to be able to collect all of these single berries in here. This thing just dumps and dumps and dumps. But what's cool is you come out, you grab a handful, you know, you forage really fast from it. This is only like 2 years in the ground from a little tiny stick that I branch broke, and I basically propagated it, and boom shakalaka. Tiny handfuls. To me, they're bird berries. Got a barker. Uh-oh, maybe somebody here. Little bird berries, but man, you can take a handful and do some damage. To me, as far as flavor goes, maybe one of our best. Hang on here. Let me double check here, folks. So sorry. Hang on. Well, we'll show you some Mexicans in between, but let me spin around and make sure no one is here. Yay! Do a quick pan to old Bryce's really fast. Actually, since we're at Bryce's, yeah, nobody's here. She's over here barking at the wind. But since we're at Bryce's, I know we were talking about the other one. We're already here. We work with efficiency, folks. It is hot. The least amount of steps, right? I'm just kidding. Listen, we'll go ahead and set it up here. What do we got? We got Bryce's World's Best. To me, this one, 9 out of 10 times was sweeter than the Thai Dwarf. This one again, best fruit was Jack yesterday. I mean, gifted. You know, Jack with permission, you know, was gifted yesterday. But I think we have, yeah, that's not a very good representation. We got one right here. We saw that it hit 20 before. I think that is the high score for it. It's a pretty black one there. And honestly, if you don't know, there's plenty of protein in mulberries. Oh, unwashed mulberries. There's tons of little spiders in there. Let me get you in the shade so we don't overheat. The best part about these Mexicans is that you can play in the shade. Give you a little bit of, oh, nope, that's across the street here. All right, so onwards. Turn this bad boy on. Thanks for tuning in with me. Hopefully we can show you something cool here. If not, back to the drawing board. So let's try this little baby berry. And I know there's plus minus, right? Washing and changing of different cloths and such, but it is very minuscule amounts, right? Well, then I know there's going to be some people going, it's not real. You're supposed to. I know. Listen, this is just running and gunning. Please talk to corporate. Leave your concerns. We're not going to have enough juice in there. See that? Not enough, folks. The old dry berry strikes again. So we're going to have to double it up. Give them another one. We know that it's hit 20 before. We know that. But what's it doing today? That's why we're here, right? And yesterday, maybe that 25 was in there and the person was like, wow, but didn't know. Look at that one's like syrup. Goodness. Bryce is very thick. Whoa, 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 whoa. The juice from the mulberry, folks. All right, I know some of y'all are going to take that way out of context, you dirty birds. Listen, look. All right, all right. See that? Like it just doesn't dance. I know we're in the shade, but it just holds. That is like syrup for sure. What's up from the Cayman Islands? Oh, goodness. I got to act right, y'all. All right, we're being watched. Coast to coast. Yo, 18.6. That is awesome. 18.6. Howdy, howdy. What are y'all growing over there? Besides everything that doesn't freeze at all. My goodness, that is paradise. 18.6. 18.5. That's pretty good for double berry, though, right? Still, let's do the old. Like it doesn't even want. Look at that. Just bloody. Just, of course, getting a call to try to. I know what y'all are doing. Throwing calls this way. No. All right. 18.6. Not bad. We're moving on, folks. Before this phone explodes. Kiwi's over there trying to throw my game off. Oh, all right. So we're back over here. Let's go ahead and set up a couple of bears because I know that one berry is not going to be enough to squeeze. So let me grab a quick little handful. We're going to do a quick average of this because we have no choice. Trust me, I'm not going to do one berry at a time. We don't have time for that. Could I just shake it, and whatever falls? Sure, but it's fun to come out and just grab a little handful. All right, we'll get you. All right, can you see something like that? There's a ton of them. To me, this has one of the, I hate to say it, one of the best flavors. You grab a little handful like that, and it is delightful. As far as the rest of them go, like I get a little kick coming over here. Picking them takes a little bit of time, a little tedious, sure, but it's fun. Live a little. I'm going to give you the Goonie speech. It's our time back here, their time. Come on, man. Women, get your life, man. Listen, these little berries could save you. Wherever you're growing them, get something that you have to grow. You can't protect yourself. You never know. Look at this. All right, sorry about the glare. Hang on here. And we're starting it up. And you can't see anything, I know. See, this is where people start saying these false readings. Really? 19.7. Can we double check that? Sorry about the mixed light. 19.7, 20. Look at that. And see the difference? That's way more watery. No, it's the same. All right. 20. Not bad. Not bad. What's up? You want a mulberry? Honestly, well balanced. Oh, hang on here before I say it. Nice. Yes. Very sweet. Nice acid to it. I like that. I don't like the straight sugar, man. I'm sorry. That's not my stilo. To each his own. You like full strength, that is your thing. Here, let me show you. Give her a little handful of these, and obviously she picks them up off the ground, but here. That is a bunch of them, sir. Usually the bigger ones, but they're non-toxic to dogs. Allegedly. Do your research. Don't sue me over here. You told me, so therefore I gave them 30 pounds. No. In moderation. Everything in moderation. Don't sue me over here. That's why I don't say a whole lot, because liability. I know how y'all work. Carrie's over here throwing off some more blooms. Suriname cherries are back. Uh-oh. Some people love them. Some people hate them. To me, they're okay. You just have to wait until they're a little bit darker. A little bit darker than that. That's a little bit undercooked. But sometimes the wind will make that decision for you. And then, not to be outdone, Thai dwarf, last but not least, still holding a few. Really, there's some beat up berries in there. The wasps are really going to town. So when you eat these, you got to watch them because some of them will have some larvae in there. So let's see if we can't juice one really fast for you. And I do like this branch right here. It's got a huge one. I can get to it. Good examples of the fruit. Let's see. Something like that. Good examples. Nice and dark all the way through. That one's got a little bit of red tinge on the top. And again, I don't wash them just straight like that. Once you do wash them, you'd be like, whoa, that's kind of wild. But in between those segments, that's where the protein lives. You will love it. It's a little crunch in there. It's great. I know you guys are going to be checking everything now. Stop being squeamish. Eat your microbes, folks. Don't be scared. This real organic food comes with real organic stowage, right? That's part of it. Wow, that's sweet. I know. It's a mess over here. I should clean it off with some water and the whole deal. But this year, we're going this route. Next year, we'll go more scientific. All right. We're shooting from the hip this year. Having fun. All right. Zero her out. And the old squeeze. Man, it's a bigger berry. That's nice. And start her up. Nope, that's right. 16-4. Try it again. 17-1. Appreciate that. I mean, if you like it. If you don't, listen, man. You ain't got to like nothing you don't like, right? I get it. 16-8. Boom. That ain't bad. Now the little taste test. All day, bro. This is the one that I really stand behind. If you watch the channel, there's a reason for it. This thing just is a thug for mulberries. It just drops fruit on you. Whether you like it or you don't. If you grow this thing, it's going to pollute your yard full of berries. Delicious berries. How many berries? Oh. Let's see. Tons of them. It's going to pollute your yard if you don't get out there and eat them all. That's just part of it, folks. Yes, it's going to do that on your asphalt, on your concrete, if you plant it around there. All right, this is why you don't plant these if you got an HOA, right? Stay away from these. This is the bad example, and this is why you give everyone a bad rap, right? You can plant these way in the back around some grass where they're not going to make a mess because you will be very rich. If this isn't for you, I get it. All right, you can go and buy your berries. They're super washed, trucked over from, who knows how far away, picked when, who knows, with what types of awesome chemicals, right? That's all you. But to me, I'd rather have more than enough on one tree, dude. This is just one tree. And the first cycle of it, right? As this one's done, I could go ahead. Once I prune it, it will probably give me more, but get a couple of these trees and forget about it. But anyways, my favorite one, all right, this one wins in my honest opinion. I am biased because it is my largest tree, right? But as far as production goes, I mean, come on. Dumb gum berries, and it's just thick. They're thick. It's more than enough. You're going to be able to feed more than just yourself. You're going to be able to feed the birds, the coons. They all get enough, man. Trust me. It's not one that you're going to hoard. You want people to eat it. Easier to go ahead and grow. And hang on, I will be making a lot more this year, just because this one is a crowd favorite, my honest opinion. Are there others? Of course there's others. Is Bryce's pretty good? Sure. If you're chasing that straight sugar, go for Bryce's. But as far as balance, if you like that well-balanced flavor, I love Thai Dwarf, man. To me, I would rather have one of those than a Bryce's, but that's me personally, right? Got to be careful on how I walk around with this one, and then I look at the dog and someone's clicking on here like, dude, what are you doing? It's not blood, I promise. Little persimmon action over here. All the little blooms are starting to come out here. I can't wait to try some of these again, the Yofuyus. These are bulletproof trees. These really are. Nothing touches this besides, well, I think certain places, the coons and the squirrels, right? But as far as pest goes, very easily grown up here in 9B. My area thrives. Of course, she loves the coconut, so throw them around everywhere for her. She eats the middles out. So, and I toss them around the coconut flavored mangoes. That's kind of the idea, but she relocates them as necessary. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let me wash up and we'll see what else we got. But yes, my favorite one of the mashups, going back to that, is Thai Dwarf. Second, I know, we're talking flavor, right? We're talking just flavor. We're talking just the berry, right? Thai Dwarf, I know, birdberry. We're going with the birdberry. The dwarf everbearing. Bryce's, no. I know, I changed my mind. Shangri-La, then Altamont Sweet. I know, Bryce's, then White. I'm breaking hearts. Only based on balance of flavor, right? It is just that. I'm not gonna like the sweetest one of the bunch. So when you say, hey, Dwayne, what's the sweetest mango and how delicious is it on your list? It's like, well, I like a balance, right? Balance is, yeah, anyways, is a balance, right? I'm not going to go ahead and choose the one that's the sweetest one. If you want the sweetest, if you want who won by the sweetest, then obviously, yes, it is the White. Based on sugar, yes, White, then Bryce's, then probably Altamont Sweet, based on then Everbearing, and then yeah, all the way down. But my personal favorite is, yes, you already know. But anyways, mulberries are fun. They are fun. If you don't have them, find them. Go find your local nursery, support them, or I hate to say it, if you have to go big box, then so be it. They don't love their trees like us small guys, though. They don't have to water them. They don't have to fertilize them. They literally throw them in the garbage. If they don't produce and they don't look good, they start going through withdrawals. They're like, see ya, and they chuck them. Yes. It's sad. It's sad because then that's exactly who we're competing against, right? People go, what's the warranty? We're like, what warranty, man? If you go and kill your tree, that's totally up to you. I don't know what you're doing. You're throwing gasoline on it or just leaving it out there, but no warranties, folks. Listen, this is Backyard Nursery at its finest. There's another one there with some leaf-footed bugs on it. Yay. But they know this. They know it's sweet. They can have it. Listen, I will be making more of the White. There are people that do love it. It is a cool tree. It's got some larger leaves. As far as beauty goes, I'm sure you can go ahead and prune it and make it look really nice. As far as beauty goes, this one wins it every year. Shangri-La. I'll say it today and maybe even next year. Probably can't see the best, but she's beautiful. Beautiful tree. But some people will say, you know what's more beautiful is a tree full of fruit. Depends on what you call beautiful, right? What's your definition of beautiful? Is it full of full of fruit that's going to feed the whole entire fam? Or is it just aesthetics, right? Aesthetics only. We with our eyes are or what, but there's a few left in here. No, it's not going to give you baskets and pounds, in my honest opinion, without that Heisenberg. But if you just do it organically and you do it with straight, love, then it'll give you some. Maybe next year a lot more. But anyways, folks, it's Friday. I don't want to keep you too late. Just wanted to jump on for a hair and tell you that there's still some time back here. We still got we got a good story to tell you about this guy really fast. Got some bad news and some good news. So, little testimony real fast about this bumpy avocado. Turns out that this one is the multi-grafted bumpy that Farrer Ranch, look at my hands. Yeah, Farrer Ranch went ahead and gave me a rootstock and a bunch of cuttings or scions. So I came over here and grafted all of them. I think it was like 8, and 6 out of 8 went ahead and took, and they're all looking great, right? Well, I got some news saying that the tree is sick. It's not looking great, and that the tree is doesn't look like it's going to make it. So it basically just saved the bumpy lineage. Kind of crazy. Brings it around full circle. So another great reason to graft, okay? Back up your trees. You never know if something happens to that initial tree. You can go ahead and back it up and save it, because how else, right? That whole tree, I just saw a picture of it, is dried up, not looking great. It happens. But what can we do? Back them up. That way we can go ahead and give them to people that can grow them out. Allegedly, it's the cold, okay? From what I heard, it was the cold that came in and knocked it back. So this variety, as delicious as it is, more than likely needs to be grown down south, okay? So I will be getting with people later on as this tree gets bigger. This tree is going back to him, but budwood will be available much, much later. But this is supposedly the last of it, right? This is the last bumpy right here, which is wild to hear. Crazy story. True story. Straight up true, man. I'll show you if I can get some footage of the real one to show you exactly, what it looks like. But yeah, this is why you back up your stuff. You never know what happens. This is why we make more and more of these little baby Marias. Just because I only have access to a few of them, right? So they will not be released just yet. I am making more as they get better. More research needs to be done, of course, but we got them pumping though. They're on to something, folks. I done told y'all. Look, you non-believers. I'm kidding. Listen, 3 right there are holding. I just get excited about this. This is what I've been waiting for a long time. All right. But no issues on PM as much. Like there's not a whole lot of junk up top. One little baby one holding right there. Is this going to hold a bunch besides this fakie? But is it going to hold a bunch? No. Even if it holds 2, that would be totally cool with me. But as it sits, it's showing some promising signs that she wants to do what she wants to do, and that's to grow some delicious coconut flavored fruits. You like coconut and you like a little citrus, look no further. This will be the mango of the future. Yep, I said it. Big words, Dwayne. I know, man. I'm telling you. When you come here, you're going to find out. It'll take some time to get the word out, to get the taste out. The word's already out. Listen, folks, I'm sorry. All right, word's already getting out, but the flavor is going to take a little bit of time because there's only so many fruits, and it takes a little bit. But I'll be making videos, hopefully, God willing. I'm not counting them before they totally cook, but I got to show you, because if not, you'll always think that, I just bought them and at the very end switched them over with something else. No, I will show you all the way through, but stoked to be able to see them hang on there. But anyways, very grateful, folks, and it's Friday. Get out there, get in the garden. Beautiful day here in 9B, and also I'm sure over where you are as well. Don't let them stop you. Go get some soil, up pot what you got to. Things are growing and really looking promising. This year, from what I'm seeing for a lot of these growers, is a lot of good news moving forward. So, anyways, folks, got to get rolling. We'll see you guys a little bit later. Have a great weekend. And stop going or stop somewhere different. Go into a different nursery. Check around. Look around. Everyone's growing different stuff. New places are popping up. We got some new exciting nurseries popping up as well. Growing some good stuff. Take a look around. By all means, it is that season. People are outside and the dream is alive. People are wanting to do this more and more. I say, by all means, give it a shot. Get out there, mix it up. The American dream is still there, but man, you got to pick yourselves up by your bootstraps and want it. Out here, it's real. It gets real hot. Don't worry. It's coming. That heat is coming, folks. You know exactly what time it is. This is right now the best time to be outside when everyone's like, we can do this. Yay. Give it a few. You'll be crying. Woo, woo. But we love you. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Put them trees in the ground right now. Stop messing around. This is the time to be out there before you have the heat stroke. Wishing you would have done this right now. I'm telling you, next couple of months, you're going to be like, man, he was right. I should have been out there, but I was waiting, man. Find you a nursery. I don't care if it's not me. Find the closest one to you. Go find some trees. This is that time. Lychees are already holding. Come on. You want some fruit? You're going to have to grow it. I'm telling you, you don't want that middleman, do you? They're going to lie to you. Anyways, I got to go. Later, y'all. Love you. Let's grow together.